Pedi-Ed, Scott. I want to go ahead and take just a couple of minutes and touch on a procedure that many of us, especially in the ER, do for little ones on a very regular basis. But interestingly, when you look at the research, there's actually a couple tricks out there that are kind of cool to make this procedure a whole lot better. And that revolves around heel sticks. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the top 5 tips when it comes to heel sticks. So remember that famous English proverb that many of us learned in high school, which was simply called "a rolling stone gathers no moss." However, when it comes to babies, take that just a little bit different path, and let's say a cold heel giveth no blood. Therefore, as we'll keep coming back to, if you're going to stick a baby's heel, at least 30 seconds beforehand, put your warm pack on the heel and warm the heel up. Number 4 involves, first of which, warm the heel first. Then go ahead and allow gravity to be your friend. And why that's important is you'll see when we lay the baby on the stretcher, but then people put the leg up in the air and stick the heel. It defeats the purpose, as we're not going to get blood that way. Even worse is you'll see places that'll hold the whole baby up by their feet and then go ahead and stick. Again, not what you're hoping for. What works far better is have mom or dad just hold the kid to their chest. That way, not only do they get comfort, but the feet are pointing down and you allow gravity to be your friend. Number 3, warm the heel first. Then you just have to pick which device do you want to use. Because if all you're trying to do is get 1 drop of blood for a blood sugar, you know what? Grab your clicker, stick, and be done. But if you're trying to get more than a couple of drops of blood, meaning you're trying to fill your little baby tubes, because you want to get a CBC and electrolytes, well, that's going to be a different story. So yes, you can use your little clicker, but actually what works far better is up in the nursery, they actually make heel stick devices, which are made to stick heels. And if you look at the bottom right at the animation, you see how it's not just a needle that flies out, it's actually a small little lance that makes a super tiny incision. And if you actually go ahead and use that particular device, you have a much better chance of actually getting the amount of blood that you're hoping to get. Number 2, warm the heel first. Are you noticing a trend? And after you've warmed the heel, location makes a difference, not only in real estate, but also where you stick the heel. Because you see people who just go ahead and take the baby heel and they just stick in the middle, thinking that's probably the right spot to go. The answer is called no, that's not where you want to stick. If you look at the picture, remember that the nerves are located in the middle. The things that bleed tend to be located on the outside. So when you're going to stick something that's going to bleed. Number 5, warm the heel first. And then go ahead and think about giving him a little sugar. And with that, remember they make 2 sweet and sweeties, and if you give the little baby a little sugar before you stick them, it just makes it a far more pleasant experience for all concerned. And with that in mind, is that a whole lot of work to simply go ahead and get a couple of drops of blood? Well, absolutely. But when you think about it from the baby's perspective and from their family's perspective, taking just those couple extra steps to allow it to get done the first time really makes a difference for the baby and the family.